If I were looking for an equipment finance training program, these are the three things I would actually look for. And this is coming from someone that has brokered over $50 million in equipment finance deals. So this is not theory. Now, I understand this is not the only way. It's just the way that's worked for me. And I understand there's a handful of guys out there teaching this, and everybody has a different philosophy. So before you drop a dime, I don't care if it's $1,000, 5,000, 10,000, $20,000, you should know the exact philosophy you're actually buying into. Okay. So the first point is, does the teacher, is the coach, is the person actually selling this to you actually an equipment finance broker? Anyone can build a course, anybody can become a coach. Are they actually doing the thing they're selling? Are they actually a practitioner? How long have they been doing it? Make sure you're doing your due diligence. Do your DD. What does their LinkedIn profile say? What does their past employment history say? Do some research to make sure these people are legitimate and they actually have the credentials to be teaching you something and to have you pay them for something like this. Are they actual brokers? Or are they employees at a bank? Are they actually lenders? Or even worse, are they just spokesmen, right? You know, do they even live and work in the United States? Because if they don't, if they live in a different country outside the United States, the laws are different and it applies to each transaction. So they don't have the correct information. If they're telling you this is an opportunity for everyone, it's not true. This is not for everybody. This is not for beginners. This is for people with a business acumen, people that have been in sales, that are adjacent in finance niches, right? So they understand the basics of how to talk to people, how business works. So if you're trying to get coaching and support, it doesn't matter if your mentor doesn't know the nuances of this business specifically, all right? So number two is, what is their actual focus in their training? Because there is the trivial many and there's the vital few. If their focus is on setting up your business and setting up a CRM and your website and getting business cards and trying to get a vast lender network, you need 50 different lenders and a bunch of marketing material and flyers, and learn all the terminology about credit and finance, and understand like how tax returns works and profit and loss statements work. Listen, this is a simple business. All that stuff is 5% of the business. 95% of this business is strategic partners with folks that sell equipment. You get the same 5 questions over and over again from business owners that are looking for financing and equipment dealers that are looking to use you for financing. Very basic stuff. This is an extremely simple business. Don't let them sell you on the minutia. It's not important. The important thing is, how are you going to actually find clients? That leads me to point number 3. What is their actual client acquisition model? How are they teaching you how to get clients? Are they teaching you to find business owners? Are they teaching you to do cold calls, to buy leads, to run ads, to do Facebook groups and DM people in Facebook groups, to go to networking meetings like BNI, Business Networking International? Are they asking you to go to Chamber of Commerce meetings to network, right? There's a difference between grind and leverage, okay? And this is the difference, is when you niche and you have partners that bring you deals because you are niched, that's how you make more money in less time. Now, you're in a smart place because you're thinking about, okay, let me get in the financial services arena. That's one niche, right? Let's niche down further. Okay, equipment finance. Okay, that's great. Then how we're going to niche down further? Well, in my case, I only did medical equipment finance. Okay, that's 3 levels on niching. Okay, and then how am I going to get my clients? I'm going to get my clients only through medical equipment dealers, medical equipment device salespeople. That's the fourth level of niching, because you create more income in less time. When I first got into the space and I realized how powerful this was, I had coffee with one gentleman that sold medical devices. I bought him one coffee at Starbucks. That one coffee led to $6.3 million in deals with zero cold calls, zero cold emails, zero ads. This is about leverage, not grind. And so I built my entire program around one idea: do not chase customers. Position yourself where the customers already exist and they're already sold. Now, if you like this approach, and this is the approach you've been looking for, check out the link below and we'll talk soon.